most deadly martial arts in the world. Martial arts have always been the best medium of good health and self-defense, and people always learn martial arts for different reasons. Some people learn it as a game, some learn it as exercise and weight loss, so most learn it for self-defense. Each style of martial arts has its own special techniques which are used differently during self-defense. Now the question arises, which martial art is best? It depends on the situation and circumstance, and almost every martial master has the statement that all this is dependent on your practice and dedication. However, the Jnanpanthai team is going to tell you you can choose your martial arts by reading the 10 most popular and best martial arts in the world, and do not forget to share this post by reading this post. 10. Taekwondo. This art originally originated from Korea and is considered to be nearly 5,000 years old, and can also say that Korea and Taekwondo have developed together. Taekwondo is considered to be the world's deadliest martial art due to its fast and moving high kicks, and Taekwondo means kick and punch, Tai means leg and kwan meaning fist. It is the world's first martial art that has got place in the Olympics. Practitioners of Taekwondo are considered to be strong, stamina, speed, balance and flexibility. 9. Acid. Aikido is considered to be a very effective and best martial art, and it is not as old or traditional as other martial arts. The motivation and development of Aikido was done by the Morihei master. In Aikido, the battle survives, not by beating or killing anyone, and by its defeated fighter its safety and the care that the opponent does not hurt too much. If seen, Aikido is the most complicated in all Japanese martial arts and reads the need for concentration and practice to learn it, and in the same way as Jujutsu, the opponent is taken to his own stake and his opponent's anger and aggression it is used against itself. 8. Jujutsu. Jutsu is an ancient Japanese war art used by samurai in its absence. Unlike other arts, Jujutsu has to capture, distance, and control its opponent. Jujutsu is also a special martial arts because its opponent's anger and aggression are used against it, and most of the Jujutsu movements have also been made to throw away the opponent and control them. Jujutsu is the most popular in North America. 7. Ninjutsu. The ninjutsu torch artist is called ninja, and in many movies you will also see them. Until recently it was one of the world's most mysterious martial arts. Ninja martial arts used to teach killers and guerrilla warriors in Japanese history, and this is also its greatest potential. It is said that ninjutsu training was given to the dense, wild and deserted places, for the infamous assassins and guerrilla warriors, who, in the dark, suddenly attacked the enemies by attacking them. In fact, unlike other martial, ninjutsu is taught to use hidden weapons such as sword, small knives, firing weapons, and some types of chemicals besides hand pants, and to fight with or hide it in a face-to-face battle. It is taught that in this art the enemy does not know how you will fight, and that is why it is the world's deadliest and mysterious war tomorrow. Considered, even in the old areas of Japan, people still call them spirit, warrior. If seen, it is like the commandos today. 6. Wing Chun. Wing Chun became increasingly popular in the 17th century, and almost all Wing Chun's knowledgeable people agree with a story that Wing Chun martial arts was first invented by a Buddhist monk, Nagimwa, and all the defensive and aggressive style of this martial arts he had been inspired by animals, birds and kit moths such as hawk, lion, bear, and this story is also believed to be the most, since it is believed this story was also told Ip Man by Bruce Lee. Wing Chun's fighters are the world's most famous fighters in today's time, and Wing Chun's specialty also teaches both the attack and the defense at the same time, and is also very fatal in the nearby Lateo. 5. Karate. If there is one of the most commonly used words for martial arts in India, then it is karate. Karate is a Japanese word which means empty hands, and in fact karate is a martial art in which no weapon is used, and it is said that karate started 1,300 years ago, but Anko Itazuhu, in the year 1908, Wrote a book 10 Precepts of Karate on Karate. 4. Kung Fu. If it is said that the most famous martial art word of today is Kung Fu, then there is no wrong. Kung Fu is a Chinese martial art whose simple meaning is to conquer big and powerful, and if we go to its origin, then we find that the painting of this art in China is an Indian prince. Spider-Man did all the Chinese people take it with respect even today. The Chinese adopted this art and developed it, but we are the misfortune of Indians that we have a suppression of this art in India. For hundreds of years, this art of war was being taught in Chinese Buddhist monasteries, and Sheline Temple became the main center of this vidya, and today it is famous in the whole world and it is taught in almost every country. This art is mainly of meditation and balance, and it is considered as the best defense art. 3. Muay Thai, kickboxing. Muay Thai is Thailand's national game and it is also included in the world's deadliest martial arts. Some also call it 8 martial arts, which include the elbows, fists, knees and shin shifts. It is considered a rough, tough or martial arts, and in Thailand, in ancient times, all the king's lordships used to learn martial arts, and it is also called the world's most deadly and instantaneously martial art, because it is one of the strongest parts of the body. War is done on the most fragile parts. Its usefulness also shows that most of the mix uses Muay Thai techniques only during the fight of martial arts. Famous Kung Fu practitioners: Tony Jewell, Ramon Deckers, Adam Chan. 2. Krav Maga. Krav Maga is one of the best self-defense techniques in the world, and it was invented by Lim Lichtenfeld, the world's best wrestler, boxer and gymnast. It is also a very interesting story of why Lichtenfeld made Krav Maga. In the year 1930 there were many anti-Zionist groups in the country of Czechoslovakia from which the Jewish society was horribly terrorized, and one of those Jews was Lim Lichtenfeld. Lichtenfeld created a group of Jews to protect her family and friends, who used to guard the Jewish community there to protect her streets, and this was the only way that the Krav Maga was created. The streets of the Battle of Sadko, and due to which the Jews have always been one step ahead of their opponents. Krav Maga has been designed to neutralize the threats, and it is a great art for today's time. Moves of Krav Maga are not very exciting but are very cruel, violent and bad, and it is said that if these moves are good then it means that this do not have to be done. Krav Maga is designed to win the bus, train, street, park or anything in the state of the fight immediately, and all the things around you are taught to use weaponry, in which defense and attack at the same time both are included. Krav Maga is Israel's national martial art and uses Israeli military and police. 1. Kalari Payatu. Kalari is the father of Kung Fu, Body Dharma and Shelline Temple. In the best 10 martial arts of the world, we deliberately included the Kalari, which has very deep and important meaning. Everyone in China and Japan knows that the father of all martial arts is the only one, and that is only Kalari and Body Dharma who gave knowledge of Kung Fu to China. It means that this education was already present in India. From China, this education went to Japan and called karate. But if we go into its roots, then it is found that the father of this vidya is considered to be Parashurama, who later also taught this philosophy to Rishi Agastya, and also in many ancient texts this art is mentioned. Kalari means the battlefield, and that is why this martial art is said that it is not a game in any situation, and it is not just a method of self-defense, but it is a serious war art which is just victory and victory made for. You can understand the malignancy of this art, that it contains details of 108 heart points in the body in which anybody can be paralyzed for a moment, can be unconscious and killed, and besides this poison experiment, weapon fighting, disarmament fight, and ancient texts also mention many deadly mechanisms experiments that make it the world's most deadly and deadly war art. The biggest grief is that this teaching is currently on the verge of extinction and has been confined to parts of Kerala, and it is a matter of great shame that we considered Parashurama as God but made by him has forgotten the world's oldest war art. Now the time is that we are awake again and set this art as the best art of the world.